God says, "Beloved soul, receive this message with calm awareness, not with fear and not with urgency." Some understandings are revealed not to alarm you, but to help you feel steady, secure, and conscious of your surroundings. Awareness is not meant to disturb your peace. It is meant to protect it gently. God says, there are moments when you become more mindful of your personal space, your environment, and the boundaries that keep you grounded. This is not because something bad is approaching, but because growth brings responsibility. As you evolve, you become more attentive to what surrounds you, who has access to you, and how your energy is shared. Beloved soul, your home is more than a physical place. It is where your nervous system rests, where your thoughts slow down, where your spirit feels safe. When awareness increases around your space, it is a reminder to honor that safety, not to fear its loss. God says, you may notice subtle signals asking you to be more present. To check in with yourself. To remain mindful rather than distracted. This is not suspicion. This is discernment forming quietly. Discernment does not panic. It observes. Beloved soul, this message is not asking you to assume intentions or imagine outcomes. It is inviting you to stay grounded and conscious. Conscious people move through life with clarity rather than anxiety. They notice patterns without reacting emotionally. This steadiness keeps peace intact. God says, sometimes awareness comes when you are entering a more stable or focused phase of life. As you settle into yourself, you naturally become more selective about what you allow around you. This is maturity, not fear. Right now, Archangel Michael stands as a calm guardian of protection and balance. He is not warning you of danger. He is reminding you that peace is preserved through awareness, not panic. Protection begins with clarity. Beloved soul, when you feel steady inside, you do not need to rush or react. You move thoughtfully. You remain present. You trust your ability to notice what matters and release what does not. This confidence keeps you grounded in every space you occupy. God says, nothing here is meant to disturb you. Everything here is meant to center you. Awareness strengthens boundaries without building walls. It allows you to remain open while staying secure within yourself. Beloved soul, your peace is not fragile. It is supported by awareness, self-trust, and calm attention. You are not being rushed to act. You are being reminded to stay present and grounded. God says, remain calm. Remain conscious. The space around you is protected when you honor it with awareness and respect. God says, beloved soul, awareness grows when you begin to respect your inner and outer boundaries equally. This is not about closing yourself off from the world. It is about recognizing where your energy feels steady and where it feels unsettled. When you honor this difference, peace becomes easier to maintain. Boundaries are not walls. They are guides that help you move through life with clarity. God says, personal space is sacred because it reflects your inner state. When you care for your space, you calm your thoughts. When you organize your surroundings, you support your focus. This is not about control. It is about alignment. Order on the outside often brings ease on the inside. Beloved soul, awareness invites you to slow down and notice details without judgment. You observe how certain interactions feel before and after they happen. You notice when your body relaxes and when it tightens. These signals are gentle teachers. They are not alarms. They simply help you understand what supports your well-being. God says, healthy boundaries are formed through consistency, not confrontation. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. You do not need permission to protect your peace. When your actions align with your values, boundaries become natural and respected. Beloved soul, as awareness strengthens, you may feel more selective about who enters your space and how often. This selectivity is not withdrawal. It is discernment. Discernment allows connection to be meaningful rather than overwhelming. God says, you are learning to choose calm responses over reactive ones. You pause before replying. You listen before assuming. This patience gives you control over your energy and keeps your space balanced. Calm is a form of strength. Right now, Archangel Michael stands as a quiet guardian of balance and protection. He is not urging action. He is reminding you that strength lives in awareness, and protection grows where clarity is present. When you are centered, your space remains steady. Beloved soul, boundaries also bring confidence. When you trust yourself to notice what matters, you stop second-guessing your instincts. This trust allows you to move through your environment with ease and assurance. You feel grounded wherever you are. God says, awareness is not meant to isolate you. It is meant to refine your connections. You engage where respect is mutual. You step back where energy feels misaligned. This refinement preserves joy and prevents exhaustion. Beloved soul, as you continue honoring your space, peace becomes familiar. You know how to return to it. You recognize when something disrupts it and you respond gently. This ability is wisdom earned through patience. God says, remain present. Let awareness guide you without pressure. The more you respect your space, the more secure and centered you will feel. Protection does not come from fear. It comes from calm understanding. God says, beloved soul, as awareness becomes part of your daily rhythm, something subtle yet powerful begins to happen. Your space starts to feel calmer, lighter, and more supportive. This is not because the world outside has changed, but because you have changed how you meet it. Grounding is not an action you perform once. It is a way of living gently and intentionally. God says, your home reflects your inner state more than you realize. When your thoughts are scattered, your environment often mirrors that restlessness. When your mind settles, your space naturally follows. This is not about perfection or control. It is about presence. When you are present, your space becomes a place of rest rather than tension. Beloved soul, grounding begins with simple awareness. You notice the sounds around you. You feel the steadiness beneath your feet. You become conscious of your breathing without forcing it. These small moments anchor you. They remind your body and mind that you are safe where you are. Safety is felt, not proven. God says, As you ground yourself, peace becomes easier to access. You no longer carry the outside world into every room. You leave stress at the door by choosing calm attention. This choice strengthens your inner boundaries and allows your space to remain supportive. Beloved soul, grounding also teaches you to release unnecessary worry. You realize that being alert does not mean being tense. You can remain aware without being on edge. Awareness rooted in calm protects you more effectively than anxiety ever could. God says, when you respect your personal space, you naturally become more intentional about how you move through your day. You pause between tasks. You transition gently from one moment to the next. This pacing prevents overwhelm and preserves clarity. Beloved soul, peace within your space does not isolate you from life. It prepares you to engage with it more thoughtfully. You step out grounded and return centered. This rhythm strengthens resilience and keeps your energy balanced. Right now, Archangel Michael stands quietly as a guardian of calm protection and balance. He is not directing attention outward. He is helping you strengthen what is within. When your inner world is steady, your outer world feels easier to navigate. God says, grounding also deepens trust in yourself. You trust your ability to notice when something feels off and when something feels right. This trust does not make you suspicious. It makes you confident. Confidence allows you to relax without losing awareness. Beloved soul, as grounding continues, your reactions soften. You respond with patience. You choose words carefully. You listen without absorbing everything emotionally. This steadiness protects your peace and keeps your space emotionally clean. God says, your home becomes a place where your nervous system can rest. This rest is essential. It restores clarity. It renews energy. It allows insight to surface naturally. When you are rested, you make wiser choices. Beloved soul, grounding also brings gratitude. Not forced gratitude, but quiet appreciation for stability, safety, and calm moments. You notice what supports you rather than focusing on what disturbs you. This shift strengthens peace. God says, remain attentive without being tense. Grounded awareness is gentle. It does not demand constant vigilance. It simply keeps you present. Presence is the foundation of security. Beloved soul, allow your space to continue reflecting your inner calm. You are not required to change everything at once. Each mindful moment strengthens grounding naturally. God says, remain present. Your space is becoming steadier because you are becoming steadier. Peace grows where awareness is gentle and consistent, God says, beloved soul, when awareness has become steady and grounding has settled into your daily life, a new quality begins to shape your experience. This quality is calm confidence. Not confidence that demands attention, and not confidence that needs to defend itself, but confidence that feels natural because it is rooted in clarity. You move through your days without tension, knowing how to protect your peace while remaining open to life. God says, living securely does not mean controlling every detail around you. It means trusting yourself enough to respond thoughtfully to whatever arises. You no longer scan your environment with anxiety. You remain present with awareness. Presence allows you to notice what matters without becoming overwhelmed by what does not. Beloved soul, calm confidence changes how you carry yourself. Your movements feel unhurried. Your decisions feel intentional. You no longer second-guess your instincts because you have learned to listen to them without fear. This trust stabilizes your inner world and makes your outer space feel supportive. God says, balance now becomes your guide. You know when to engage and when to rest. You know when to speak and when silence preserves peace. This balance is not learned from rules. It is learned from experience and self-respect. Balance keeps your energy steady and your space harmonious. Beloved soul, you may notice that daily routines feel more meaningful. Simple actions like opening a window, organizing a room, or sitting quietly for a moment bring a sense of order. These small acts are not trivial. They reinforce safety and signal to your mind and body that you are cared for. God says, security grows when you honor your rhythms. You allow yourself to slow down when needed. You do not rush transitions. You move from one moment to the next with intention. This rhythm reduces stress and strengthens focus. Right. Now, Archangel Michael stands quietly as a guardian of steady protection and clarity. He is not directing your attention outward. He is supporting the calm strength you have cultivated within. He understands that true protection is sustained by awareness, not fear. Beloved soul, calm confidence also refines your relationships. You interact without over-explaining. You listen without absorbing emotional weight that is not yours. You maintain kindness while honoring boundaries. This clarity allows connections to remain healthy and respectful. God says, as you live with this steadiness, your personal space becomes a place of restoration. You return to it feeling relieved rather than depleted. Your home supports your well-being because your inner state supports it. Peace within creates peace around. Beloved soul, security does not isolate you from the world. It prepares you to meet it with wisdom. You step out grounded and return centered. This cycle renews your energy and keeps your awareness sharp without tension. God says, living securely also means letting go of unnecessary vigilance. You do not need to anticipate problems to feel prepared. You trust your ability to respond if something requires attention. This trust replaces worry with readiness. Beloved soul, gratitude begins to appear naturally in this stage. Not forced gratitude, but a quiet appreciation for stability, clarity, and calm moments. You notice how much easier life feels when awareness is gentle and consistent. God says, the journey of awareness has reached a peaceful completion here. What began as understanding has matured into balance. What was once caution has become confidence. You are not on alert. You are present. Beloved soul, carry this calm forward. Let it guide your choices softly. You are protected by clarity, supported by balance, and grounded in peace. This is how you live securely, without fear, and move forward with steady confidence. God says, remain present. Your space is calm because your inner world is calm. What unfolds next will meet you gently, exactly where you are. If this message brought calm confidence and peace to your heart, type Amen and remain grounded. There is no rush, only balance and presence.